Hey everyone on Instagram, it's Edward here live, just checking in with all of you. And before I went live, I was fluffing my hair. I put a bit of concealer on. I was running around the room trying to get a good angle, you know yourself, before you're going live to all your people. And I know there's not loads and loads of people watching, but the people that are watching, we're all here together, just getting through life. But right now we're painting, and we got loads of different paints, and we even got paints that we collected when we were in Los Angeles. We got all these cool metallic paints because when Ed Sheeran painted us the painting, we kind of had a conversation on Instagram prior to painting stuff for each other, and he was like, I'll paint you guys a painting if you paint me a painting. So we're kind of now painting that painting right now. So we're just kind of getting all the different colours together. But it's kind of crazy when you're doing art because it's like mixing colours, and I feel like it's the art and the different, and then it's also the canvases and stuff that make a painting. But the painting that he made us is just crazy how big it is. It was literally came Christmas Eve, and that was crazy. I don't know how the hell he delivered it to us. It was such a surprise. We were not expecting it, and it was so crazy because he'd mentioned to us that he was sending us the painting, but we didn't know when. And then it just came, and it was in this massive wooden box. It's huge. It's literally the size of a wall. It's definitely half. It's you don't really see how big it is. And then it was so funny. We made a video. It was literally to Jedward from Ed Sheeran, and the postman. I feel usually it's just John or Edward or something like that. But when it's in our name, the postman just has this realization where he's like, oh shit, this is their place. But it's always good. And I feel with painting and stuff, it's the time and effort that someone took in their life to make you this painting. And because I feel some of us are really have all different styles in art. And when I studied art in school, I feel people in Ireland, they go art, or I don't know if I pronounce it right. Sometimes people correct me and go, it's not art, it's art. But anyway, my art teacher was really, really cool. But if you're thinking of doing arts and crafts, just embrace your style, because sometimes people think there's one formula, and sometimes when you're doing art lessons, they can kind of teach you a way that they think is the correct way. So if you're thinking of doing painting and stuff, just embrace your style, because I feel sometimes I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes when I'm doing art, but it's better to have a plan, or maybe just paint, but logistically it's good to kind of have some kind of structure. It's kind of going into an exam, have a structure, because once you start painting, and if you don't work out the dimensions or different things like that, or you don't have to do it that way, but me myself, I know that when I did my junior cert, I did this painting of a frog and this garden and a fountain, loads and loads of flowers. And I spent more time thinking about what I was going to do, because once it's painted, it's Jesus Christ, how the hell am I going to get rid of this poppy or flower that I painted? And then sometimes it's good to have a good background, do a base of the sky or something, because if you start drawing people and different objects in the back of those objects, it's going to be very, very hard to fill in the different things. And I feel with art as well, it's the different techniques and things that it's not so much, oh my god, I spent loads of time doing these details. It's more about everyone said the frog was iconic, but I don't think anyone saw my painting. But recently we were going through the shed in our granny and granddad's garden, and I found loads of different artwork that I'd done in school. But it was so crazy because I used to do this lino. It's where you got lino and you carve out the painting or whatever, and then you put ink, you can print it, so it's you're making a stamp or something. But I did really intricate stuff, and those people in my class, and really, really good. Everything they were doing just had more, and I feel that's why art, and with people who do art, it's good just to, because knowing people are paying style. I'm not saying people are paying art, but I'm just saying your own story. And I feel don't just draw something for the sake of drawing it. like if it has a meaning or a mess. It's so fucking random, but it's just my head because I was thinking about the paint, like just like all these different paints. Like, sorry, it's my face. Like there's paint, and they're like metallic paint up, and then we also there's these different ones like nothing special, like green and stuff, and then because I used to do a lot of watercolor, and like watercolors, like Jesus Christ, it's like you're painting with water and then it has a slight dye of color, so it's like it could go all crazy. Like you literally, it's kind of crazy. That was like my first time kind of painting that stuff. But anyway, some of the sound is weird. You can all hear me. I've just been on a tangent of myself. But loads of comments. Hello. Oh, sound keeps cutting out, probably because I've bad.